What's up, guys? We are back for another video on the channel, and this is another film review. That's what's going on a lot in the off season. As you guys can see, got my Jaguars hat on, and that means this is another Jaguars 2021 draft film review. Today, we got Travis Etienne, pick round 1, pick 25, the second pick for the Jags. We saw the Trevor Lawrence film review last time. If you guys haven't seen that, go watch that. Just gotta love watching Trevor Lawrence play. So got the same film today, but today we're going to be focusing on Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, both T's. There's another T coming next. A lot of T's in this draft class. But as you guys know, I like to, before we get into the film, I like to give my scouting report or just comments I want to give on a player. This isn't really going to be necessarily a scouting report. There are some notes I do want to give, though. First things foremost, he has home run hitting speed. He is a good receiver out of the backfield. He's gotten better at the receiving every year. His first year, he was not a good receiver. Second year, he was a mid receiver. Second year, like being a full player because he was there for 4 years. Then third, fourth year, his senior year is when he became a really good receiver out of the backfield. And now he's going to be taking on a role where he's going to be a receiver out wide as well as he's going to play running back. He's probably going to receive out of the backfield, but he is going to be playing wide receiver at times, receiving out wide. And that's something he just does not have experience doing, which he's going to have to learn how to do it, but I think he's got the tools and capability to do it. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. Sorry for the quality. My camera is not the greatest, and I also got new lighting, trying to see if it could be better. It's all right. We're still working on this kind of stuff, but yeah, let's move on. The Jags, if you guys haven't seen, actually, we haven't spoken about it on the podcast yet. Podcast hopefully coming out soon. I was hoping we could record a podcast episode today, but we did not. We'll get another podcast episode out eventually, hopefully soon. But the Jags draft board, some of it was shown in the recent episode of The Hunt, and their grade for Travis Etienne was visible, and they gave him, on an 8-point scale, they gave him a 7. So they think very highly of Travis Etienne. And another big point. Oh, actually, before we get into these points, let me go ahead and give you some little knocks on Travis Etienne. His vision is questionable at times. He's got some fumble issues, especially in the red zone. He's had some key fumbles during his career. And like I said, he just doesn't have much experience out wide, but he's very good. He's got very good speed, home run hitting. He's explosive. He's a good athlete. He's got all that stuff. So now, why did we draft a running back in the first round at pick 25? Travis Etienne, let's talk about as a pure running back first. As a pure running back, him and James Robinson complement each other as perfectly as you can complement another player. James Robinson is a slow, who's got good explosiveness, who's a good receiver out of the backfield, and amazing vision. That's James Robinson's game, is amazing vision, explosiveness, hitting the hole. Travis Etienne, but James Robinson doesn't have the home run hitting speed. James Robinson is never going to get in a 50, 60, 70, 80-yard run touchdown. He's going to be that churns you out 10, 15 yards consistently, while never getting that big run. While Travis Etienne is a running back who has questionable vision at times. So finding that hole is going to be issues at times, maybe running in the wrong hole. But then there's other times where he's going to hit a hole and he's going to be gone. 70-yard touchdown, 80-yard touchdown. He's got the ability to score on any time he touches the ball. And that's why they complement each other perfectly, because there are plays where James Robinson would get, say, 8, 9 yards. Travis Etienne will get 3 or 4. Or there are plays where James Robinson will get 30, but Etienne will get 80 and a touchdown. That's the difference between their games, and that's why they complement each other so perfectly, because they do exactly what the other one cannot. So, and also, you need more than just one good running back. Like, James Robinson took every single carry we had he took like 98% of our carries, which before the game he got hurt, obviously. That you can't do that consistently if you want to keep a running back healthy, first of all, and if you just want to keep him good. This is going to benefit James Robinson a lot. Running back duos are very, very good. So I'm excited for that as a pure running back. But now, we drafted an offensive weapon in the first round. We did not draft a running back in the first round. Etienne is not going to play as much running back as everybody assumes, thinking he's just a running back. He's going to play a ton of receiver as well. He's going to play receiver. He's going to play running back. He's not going to play tight end, but he's going to play receiver and running back very consistently. You could see him and James Robinson on the field at the same time. That would not surprise me. And that being so is because he's going to be playing I'm not saying he is this player, but he's playing the role of this player. And this player being Percy Harvin. He's going to, Urban Meyer, in every single offense he's had, whether it be Florida, where he physically had Percy Harvin, Ohio State, Curtis Samuel, and so on. Every single Urban Meyer offense has a player where if he gets the ball in their hands, they can score. They have a shot to score on that play because they have the home run hitting speed. It takes that speed. That's why Laviska Shenault is not the Percy Harvin role. Just because, and they also want to develop Laviska Shenault as an actual receiver. So before we get into but Laviska Shenault is that type of player. No, he's not. Does not have the speed capability. He ran a 4.58, which it's a little bit inflated just because he pulled his hammy on it. But still, the speed between the two is completely different. Laviska Shenault is going to be an actual receiver, while Travis Etienne is going to be an offensive weapon who's going to take handoffs in the backfield. He's going to line up out wide and run. They're going to try and get him the ball so he can house it at any given chance, which is something our offense needed, as we needed that explosive ability, big play ability, and that's what Urban Meyer's offense needs. He needs that Percy Harvin role player, and that's what Etienne is. So quit freaking out saying they drafted a running back in the first round, and then when we see that we're lining him up at wide receiver a bunch, that we drafted a running back to play receiver in the first round. No, we drafted an offensive weapon in the first round, and he's got Alvin Kamara potential playing a Percy Harvin role in the offense. That's the biggest thing here. Plus the compliment to James Robinson as a running back and everything. Whether you think there were better players or not, that's the situation. And also, you don't draft for need. Drafting for need is what the Jacksonville Jaguars have done for years under Dave Caldwell and prior to it. And that's why they've been bad. You don't draft for need. You draft best available, and you sign in free agency for need. That's the difference. You don't run a good franchise by drafting for need, and the Jaguars did not draft for need, besides drafting a quarterback who is also the best player available. So yeah, don't freak out saying they had bigger needs. You don't draft for need. They have James Robinson. James Robinson doesn't do what Travis Etienne does. Complement each other perfectly. It's a running back in the first round. He's an offensive weapon, not just a running back. He would be the same. They would use him the same way they would use Kadarius Toney if he was available at 25. It's just Toney probably would have played a little bit more receiver than he would running back, and Etienne's going to probably play a little bit more running back than he's going to play receiver. But they would both play a fair share of both. So those are the three big talking points about Etienne that I wanted to get out of the way. But we've gotten through it all. We've talked through it all. Let's go ahead and get into the film. See you guys there. All right, guys. So for this clip, we're going to be showing Travis Etienne is right here. We're going to go ahead and start in this little area. And what's going on here is this is not going to be a run. It's not going to be a reception. It's going to be pass protection. I forgot to mention Etienne's pass protection is not the best. James Robinson is a much better pass protector than him. But what's going to happen is I believe player number 8 is going to come down the middle, and Etienne is supposed to meet him in the middle and block him, but he's going to miss. And then this guy is going to get around and chase Trevor Lawrence. So let's go ahead and play this through. Make sure to watch Travis Etienne. There you go. He's supposed to meet him right there. And he tries to lower his shoulder. That's good. He's going here. Etienne has got to get right here. And instead of lowering your shoulder, trying to I get that trying to get that impact, but you got to hold your block instead of letting him run here, which leads to Trevor Lawrence getting sacked. Let's go watch this. Boom. He just runs right around him, and then Trevor Lawrence has to run into this boogie bash and sack. It's not what you want to see. Let's go watch that one last time. Let's go watch it and do a little bit of pausing. Right here, Travis Etienne. The second you see this guy, his eyes are ready to come down in this hole. You can see his eyes right there. Etienne needs to see that. So Travis Etienne, at this point, you can see the body motion, you can see the eyes ready for this hole. What am I doing? For this hole right here. Etienne, knowing he's going to be pass protecting, needs to identify number 8 and identify that he's going to need to block him in this hole right there. So let's go ahead and continue this play a little bit. Right here, Travis Etienne identifies him. He's coming down. Etienne's got to fill. Got to go right here. Meet him right there. You need to get your run up. He's got his run up. Let's go ahead. Right here. You see, this is where Etienne is not set. You're ready to just get pushed over. And I get what he's trying to do. He's trying to lower his shoulder into. Let me clear that. He's trying to lower his shoulder right here. He lowers his shoulder while he is not lowering his shoulder. What you need to do is not let that happen. You need to get a block. Use both of your hands. Don't lower your shoulder, because then he just bounces off the block, obviously, and just keeps going after Trevor Lawrence. And you are now here, and your man is here. So you've lost at this point, and Boogie Basham gets Trevor Lawrence. So that's not a good pass pro rep at all, but let's go ahead and move on to the next play. Oh, by the way, we're just going to be doing the Wake Forest game because the quality of the national championship game is awful. So I just want it to be better quality film. And we can get, and there's going to be a ton of reps we're going to get to see of Travis Etienne. So that's what we're going to see. Here's a good little, I guess we'll just go ahead and talk about this one. Travis Etienne, he's just going to kind of wait a little bit and then sneak out here. He's not going to get the ball, but it's simple. That's kind of the stuff Travis Etienne has done a lot in his career, is just that little sneaking out, getting this, and then picking up a bunch of yards as a check down option. But let's go ahead and move on to the next notable play. All right, guys. So here's a good rep in the run game where he's going to just take a handoff. He's going to go down the middle, and then he's going to break a tackle, and he's going to cut up field this way. Let me go ahead and move this down here. But yeah, he's going to take it. He's going to go, and then right around here, he's going to run and just beat a guy to the outside and go cut up field. So let's go ahead and watch this in action. There he goes. Runs, just outruns those guys and gets upfield. Let's go ahead and move that as well. So let me go ahead and annotate, clear all drawings. There we go. Let's go ahead and watch it from the back end. Let's watch the vision here. There he goes. He sees the hole, obviously. And then obviously he sees him fill the hole, so he runs. And then he's just got the speed to beat him and just the agility to stay in bounds, cut up field a little bit. That's about all he's needs to do, is just stop on that dime, is pretty much almost he does. Get that few extra yards by stopping. But yes, that's a good rep, good run. Let's go ahead and move on to the next play. All right, guys. So here's a little play where this receiver is going to take the jet sweep. Etienne is going to be in front of them. It's supposed to be a lead blocker, and he's just going to whiff on his block. Let's go ahead and watch this play out. He's going to whiff on his block. There you go. Whiff, and then, I mean, the whiff doesn't really affect it that all that much, but because this is the guy he whiffed on. This is the guy from behind. So the guy tackling was not even being blocked by Etienne in the first place. So Take it how you will, but it's still a whiff of a block on this guy. So just want to go ahead and say Etienne needs to work on his blocking ability, whether it's in that sense a lead blocking sense or a pass protection sense. But let's go ahead and move on. All right, guys. So here's a good run right here. What's going to happen? He's going to take the handoff. He's going to go here, and then he's going to see the hole. He's going to go up, and he's going to meet the linebacker, and he's going to try and juke him out. He doesn't do anything, but he's going to get a little. He's going to keep his balance. He's going to bounce off the hit and gain a couple extra yards. He's going to be very, very close to hitting the end zone, but he trips. He's tripped up by the big hit. Let's go ahead and watch this play out. There he goes. He takes a hand out. He sees the hole, goes up, tries to juke him, doesn't, keeps his balance, and just barely loses his balance and hits the ground before he can get to the end zone. But that's a good job to keep his balance after that hit in the first place, to gain those extra yards he does, and to stay up. Let's go watch from here. He sees the hole, and right here, he's gonna try and juke this linebacker out, but it ain't doing anything. So might as well have just kept running. A little bit of wasted movement, but good job staying up and getting those yards. So let's go ahead and move on to the next play. All right, guys. So here's another run. Etienne is going to take it, and then he's going to go up. He's going to hit the hole, and then he's going to make a little cut, and then he's going to go up, and he's going to just make a couple guys miss. They're just going to completely miss the tackle, and he's just going to pull a couple guys with him. Let's go ahead and watch this play through, and watch from the other angle in a second. There you go. Takes it, hits the hole, does a little cut, makes two guys miss. That third guy drags along. Takes about four guys to take him down. Let's count that. Let's count how many guys he makes him miss. One guy misses right here. So let me go ahead and just annotate. Dead. Let's go ahead and I gotta watch it through. So one guy missed, two guy, 3, 4, 5, 6. It takes about 6 guys contacting him before he hits the ground and the play is dead. So that's a pretty good job by Etienne just to make these guys miss, pull them with him. Let's go to watch from the other angle real quick. Let's watch the vision from back here. All right, he takes the handoff. Nobody's coming through. There he sees the hole. Then he makes a little cut to go this way. Just makes a couple guys miss. He's probably hitting the house if this guy's not holding onto his leg. Yeah, you can see the hole forms right here. This is when you want to go that way. And he does. Makes a couple guys miss. Great job, great job. That's what you love to see. And it's like, this is the type of player Etienne is. If that guy, let me go ahead and pull up my annotate. If this guy is not holding onto his leg for dear life and ends up tripping him, Etienne's housing that for a touchdown. That's a touchdown waiting to happen to this guy. This guy saves the touchdown. I know it's hard. It's crazy to say because you're right here and there were those other guys, but this guy's all the way over here because he whiffed on his hit. He just flew in and hit him and just kept flying by. So this guy's done. One of the other guys back here is done. So it's just these two guys, and Etienne's got the speed to be gone. So this guy is the savior for Wake Forest on this play. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. All right, guys. So this is a very, very good run. And what's going to be is kind of a delayed handoff situation. Trevor's going to run this way. Etienne's going to run this way, and he's going to take the handoff, and then he's going to fill up a very empty area. Then he's going to kind of cut back this way, go up, and then he's going to go back out. This is not a perfectly drawn line of where he's running, but let's go and watch this. This is a very good play. There you go. And at this moment, this is a very good sight to see. Etienne has all this grass to go. This guy is blocked, so it's literally just 22. 22 is the only guy stopping Etienne from going to the end zone as long as this guy can hold his block. Let's go ahead and watch this. There he goes. And he kind of cuts upfield. Personally, I would have liked to see him follow my path and just keep going. let me go clear this. Because he kind of goes and cuts up, which allows this guy to go this way and this guy to eventually make it in. What I would have liked to see him do is just to keep going this way with using your speed and ability. No need to slow down to cut. Just hit that and just run as fast as you can to the outside and then cut upfield. And if they're close, break a tackle. If not, hopefully not, just run, hit the end zone. But let's continue. Oh, whoops. Let's go ahead and see what he does following this cut. Then he breaks that guy's tackle, and it's just this guy, and he does get caught at the end. I don't know if he's going to get caught if he just gets that full speed and just doesn't waste that time cutting so the other guys can get over top. But let's go and watch this. From the back end, steps out, takes the handoff. He sees the daylight, and he cuts upfield. I get it's one of those get upfield situations, but you're going to get upfield if you just run. Because what he does is he goes and then goes up and then over. I'd like to just see him go straight diagonally this way. You see what I mean, guys? Because right here where I just drew that X, that slows him down, and then he has to regain his burst when he goes here because he gets his speed here, slows down to cut here, and then has to regain his speed. Well, right here, he just gets to accelerate to full maximum speed this way until he only has to slow down when he gets to the outside, the sideline, or shoot, maybe he hits the end zone before he even gets to the sideline. But that's about all I can say right here is I'd like to just see him keep running diagonally instead of taking that time to cut upfield. It does slow him down a little bit. It's a little bit of wasted time, wasted speed. He does break that tackle, but then it allows these two. Number 8 was not making a play as long as he didn't waste that time to cut. And then number 6 maybe makes the play, but we'd see. Etienne's just got the speed to where I think he could have housed it. He was only 5 yards away, and that's because he slowed down. That cost him 5 yards. So it's interesting to see, but great play, great speed by Etienne. I just don't really like that that just random cut upfield when you can just go straight and gain all your speed. But it is what it is. Let's go ahead and move on to the next play. All right, guys. Here's another play where it's a pass protection. In this one, Etienne does a little bit better. It's going to be right in the middle again. He's going to meet one of these linebackers in the middle. And he's going to hold him for a second. He's going to do well, and then he's just going to lose him at the end, but Trevor's going to get the ball out in time. Let's go ahead and clear that, and let's go watch what happens. And we'll watch it in the other angle too, which is a better angle probably to watch it. There you go. He meets the linebacker, gets him for a second, but if the linebacker doesn't trip, you might get to Trevor quicker, but let's go ahead and watch it here. Number 5 and Etienne are going to meet right down a little bit, not directly, but I'll just put the middle, right down the middle. And he's going to get him for a second, hold him up just enough time so that Trevor can get the ball off. I mean, this is for a throw. It's not a throw, or it's for a throw, not a run, but let's go ahead and watch this. Shuda Jr., I believe that is. I can't read. I'm not sure. All right, there you go. They meet right down the middle. He gets him for a second, and then he trips. But it's fine. It's just, again, Etienne goes for that big hit to, like, stop him, but they just bounce off of it and almost get to the quarterback each time. So I'd really like to see Etienne actually try and hold a block. And I get trying to get that big hit, but then you got to hold the block as well. You can't, because they're going to just bounce off of it. These are big defensive players. They're just going to bounce off of it and then continue their rush to the quarterback, which you can't let that happen because then you're going to be behind them. Like you have ended up twice. So hopefully we see better from him and improve pass protection, but we'll see. And there's just the play where the blocking is poor. We'll watch this since it's here. Let me watch this. Let me watch this vision real quick. This flagpole is kind of annoying. Okay, he's gonna run this way. A hole does kind of form this way. So it's iffy, but you could say that he could have tried to go this way with the cut, and then this guy's gonna meet him, this guy as well. So I'm not really sure he's gonna get anything because he goes this way, and this guy meets him. So yeah, neither way is really gonna work. Just poor blocking, anyways. Let's move on to the next play. Here's another one where it's not really Etienne's fault. He's going to fake the handoff and he's going to be right here, which it's not really his fault that he ends up in this spot right here. This is where Etienne ends up. And this guy is just, this corner blitz is just blitzing way too fast for Etienne to try and get back around to stop. Trevor breaks the tackle, but it's not nothing really Etienne can do just because where the fake takes him to and the corner blitz goes right behind that, and you just can't turn around and beat that. So it's not really anything Etienne can do, but we'll watch it. There you go. There's that corner blitz, and Etienne's got to turn around and try and stop it. I mean, he kind of pushes him with his arm, but not much Etienne can do there, so I'm not going to really fault Etienne for that. Anyways, let's move forward. Now here, guys, is a rep in the receiving game. He's just going to run a shoot, or that's what we call it here, but a shoot route. And Trevor's going to throw it to him, and he's going to have tons of space to get upfield. And he does well with his athleticism and speed. But let's go ahead and watch this real quick. I mean, it's not a hard catch at all. It's not much like a receiver thing. He's just receiving out of the backfield. There you go. He catches the ball right here. And he's got all this space because this guy blocked. This guy is in terrible position, but this guy, keyword, should be blocked. So then you got this guy coming, and you got this guy coming around who hopefully he's kind of blocked by him, but we'll say he's active. So you got 2 of the 4 guys blocked. Too far, too far, too far, too far, too far, too far, too far. So that leaves 1, 2, possibly 3 defenders, maybe 4 if this guy doesn't keep blocked, but Etienne's got the athleticism to try, and the biggest thing here is Etienne's going to need to find a way to break this tackle. Let's go ahead and watch this. Whoops. There we go. Let's go. There he goes. He's got that speed. So now let's go ahead and watch it from here. Done. 1, eliminated 2, eliminated 3, eliminated 4, eliminated 5, eliminated 6, eliminated 7, eliminated 8, eliminated 9, eliminated, because this guy is not getting past this block by the time Etienne's gone. So that leaves 2 guys, and this guy's eliminated. So again, you still just have 1 guy to make miss, and this could be a touchdown. So let's go ahead and see what Etienne does next. There you go. Now we're in a bit of a situation. All those guys that were eliminated, because he makes this cut, he sees him. He sees him, so it causes Etienne to slow down instead of going full speed. So now you got this guy here, this guy here, this guy, this guy. This guy's eliminated. Cross all of them out. Cross out. And this guy. So you got now 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you got 5 guys trying to tackle you. And he just slowed down. Amari Rogers just whiffed. 79 is literally on nobody. This guy is starting to whiff. You can see he's about to be open. Now Etienne is in a bit of a situation where after he slowed down, there's not much Etienne can do. So let's go ahead, see what happens. So, let me go clear all this. And take clear. So now this guy's gone, 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 gone. This guy is blocked right here. So that guy is gone. So this guy did not end up whiffing. So now you got this guy right here, here, literally on you. So now you got 3 guys. You went from 5 guys to 3 guys again. There's almost no way, unless you can make these guys bounce off each other, that you're going to get out of there. Let's watch this. And he doesn't. He gets tackled. But it's still a great job, great speed. All the blocking was sketch by the receivers whiffing. But let's go ahead and watch it from the back end real quick. There he goes. Boom. He just runs, and he slows down, makes a little cut. That cut probably does gain him a couple yards, so I'm going to give this a plus grade for Etienne on that play. Let's move on. All right, guys. So here's a good run right here. It's a short yard run, but it's more of what he does during the run. He's gonna take it and then he's gonna go out here, and Trevor's gonna be like right behind him, so he can't really run out because Trevor's right there, and he's just gonna make a guy miss. That's almost got him fully wrapped up, and he still makes him miss. Which that's why I'm including this because it's a great job making the guy miss. Let's go and watch it from this angle. There goes. He takes the handoff, which we'll see about the vision in a second. This guy is you can see this guy's got him dead to right. He's going to about to wrap him up. This guy's much bigger than Etienne, by the way, because this is obviously a lineman. Makes him completely miss, spins him around, and he just gets upfield, gets about 5 yards that he shouldn't have gotten. But let's go ahead and watch. Let's go ahead and watch the vision from the back end. All right, let's go ahead and see this now. There he goes. All right, right here. This hole is going to be filled by him. What am I saying? By him. And you could see Etienne try and go here. This is the first hole, per se. 46 is going to be the guy to make miss. 22 is also going to be here. 22's got the outside. This guy also has the outside as well. This way is obviously a no-go. So let's go ahead and clear. So this way is a big X. This way is going to be filled by 22, but you maybe have the speed, so we'll give this an equal. And this way, the most visible hole right now, which is going to be filled by him. So you're probably going to gain, I'd say, a yard or two, maybe a couple. Maybe you make some miss. So I'd say probably this is also, I'm going to give it an equal. So he could either pick one. Actually, I'll say that's not one. I'll say he can either pick 1 or 2. Either is fine, because let's go ahead and watch how this linebacker fills this hole. Exactly, the hole fills. So, and he sees that. So he cuts this way. And 22 is the guy who gets him, or almost gets him. Should have gotten him, but he makes him miss. So I'm going to give this another plus play for Travis Etienne. Let's move forward. All right, guys. So here's another good run. Etienne's going to take it, and he's going to go out here. And what he's going to try and do, he's at the end around here. He's going to try and cut, and he's just going to slip. But it's a good showing of his speed to get to the outside. Let's go ahead and watch this real quick. There he goes. He takes a handoff. He's going to outrun those 3 guys running into each other. And he tries to cut here to avoid this defender. But he just slips, and then obviously he gets hit too. So he's down and doesn't really gain too much, but he does gain a little bit because he did outrun these guys who did embarrass themselves by running into each other. And all 3 of them, I believe, ending up on the ground. This guy ending up all the way back here. Actually, is it? That's a referee. I couldn't see over my face cam. But let's go to remove that. And let's go to watch it from the back end. Let's go to watch the vision. All right, there he goes. He takes it. And he starts to cut up field right here. And here's where he sees number 17, I believe it is. Yep, no, the other guy. And he tries to cut and just unsuccessful cut. So I'll give this an even play. I mean, you'd like to see him make that cut better, but it is what it is. This play is not really vision-based, but he's going to hand it off, and he's just going to go straight, and he's going to make a couple guys miss. So we'll go ahead and count how many guys he makes miss here. It's just always fun to count how many guys he make miss. There he goes. He takes it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th guy gets him down. But he gains more yards than he should. Let's go ahead and watch from the back end. Obviously, you can't even see Etienne because he is blocked by the stupid flagpole. But let's go ahead and watch this. There he goes. He takes it. Makes 1 guy, 2 guys. Okay, actually, 2 guys get full contact. But he just beats his speed and acceleration is just good enough to make this guy get missed and this guy miss. And then this guy is going to miss his tackle. And I believe number 8 is going to be the guy who gets him. So let's go watch this. Yep, number 8 gets him. He gains more yards than he should. And that's what you want to see. You want to see a play where they get more yards than they should have due to the blocking. Anyways, let's move on to the next play. All right, guys. So here's a play where it doesn't happen, but it's a big what if play. So Etienne is going to be a little check down option about right here. This was actually shown in my Trevor Lawrence film review, saying Trevor Lawrence needs to throw the check down here because Travis Etienne is going to have a bunch of yards after the catch. If he does, let's go to watch this. He kind of like just sneaks up here. Let's watch. Let's see this. He is right here. Trevor just needs to do a little dump off, which it's something you'll learn. Trevor, you got to throw this, but let's watch this. He is this far from this defender, this far from this defender, this far. So he's at least about 5, 6, 7, 8. He's about 8 yards plus, maybe. He's about, I'd say, 10 yards. I don't feel like doing the math, but 10 yards distance from this guy, about 10, about 15, 20 from this guy. So let me go ahead and just undo that. So we'll say 10, 20, and he's about 5, but then he's long 10. So we'll say 15. So he's 15 yards-ish. I'm not good at this math. 15 from this guy, 10 from this guy, 20 from this guy. Just get it to him, and he can run this way, and then he's this far from this guy. So let me go ahead and undo that. Undo. Look at how far he is from all of these guys, and all of these guys are irrelevant. None of these guys are making the play. This guy, way too far to make an immediate play. I mean, these guys will probably make a play if he gets past these guys. But I'd say the biggest impact, the guys that are going to matter, is let's mark all the defenders off who aren't going to make a play. Because he's downfield, so I doubt he's going to block anybody. So it's probably this guy or this guy who are going to, or maybe this guy because he's kind of cutting back. So I'll say these 3 guys are the main guys who are going to be able to stop Etienne, but he's going to gain at least 10, 15, 20 yards, and that's just before he even gets contacted. When he gets contacted, maybe he makes a guy miss. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he just, who knows what Etienne can do because he's got that home run hitting speed. That's the home run hitting speed. That's the key 4 words when it comes to Etienne, or home run, if that's one word. I don't know. I'm kind of dumb. But, but yeah, guys, this is a play where if Trevor dumps it off to him, that's a lot of yards. That's a lot of yards Etienne's going to get. Let's go ahead and do this one more time. Boom. Boom. This guy's even got a ref in his way. Boom. And boom. And this guy's irrelevant. This guy's irrelevant. This guy's irrelevant. And all of these guys are irrelevant. So, Trevor, just throw it right here. You just got to throw it literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got to throw it 7 yards with nobody directly in your face yet. So, Trevor's got to throw that so Travis can make a play. Got to give your playmakers the ball. But it's a big what if. Maybe he drops it. Maybe he drops it. Who knows? I'm being so extra. But I'll see you guys in the next play. I did this last week as well when my Trevor Lawrence video, but this is exactly the same thing. I said the what if was last time. This is not a what if. This is it happened. He's going to be a little dump off. Trevor's going to throw it to him, and he is just going to get upfield. That's a terrible drawing, but let's go ahead and just watch it. He's going to make a bunch of guys miss. I'm going to count how many guys miss. There we go. In the same spot. Let's see. He's right here. He's got this much, this much, this much, and this much. So it's the same distances, got tons of room. These guys are obviously irrelevant to the situation. So but this time, Trevor actually throws it. So let's go and watch it. Let's watch him. 1 guy, 2 guys, 3 guys, 4 guys, 5 guys, 6 guys. Takes 6 guys to get him down, and he gains. Let's watch how much yardage he gained. So he's from the 30-yard line to, that's 10, 15, 20. I'm going to say he picked up 24 yards on that play because he got to the 50, about the 45, 46-yard line. So he picked about 24 yards on just that dump off in the receiving game, and he's electric after the catch. And I still wish there was more film of him outside as a receiver, but there's just not. It's only out of the backfield. But after the catch, he's got good ability, especially as a dump off option. But yeah, let's move on to the next play. We are back, guys. So that is all for the film today. I said I'm only showing you the Wake Forest game because the LSU National Championship game film is pretty trash quality. It's hard to tell. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys enjoyed the ETN comments and everything and all what the Jags are going to do. Whether you're a Jags fan or not, that's what's going to happen, and we'll see more of how it works out. Hopefully, it works out. Hopefully, it yeah. Hopefully, it works. Almost said hopefully it works out. Hopefully, it doesn't work out. Hopefully, it works out, and I think it will work out because I think he's got that ability, and I think they're going to use him right. So we'll see how it goes. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a comment, like, subscribe, watch the other film reviews. I got more coming soon. I should have another Gators film review coming soon, a not so fun one, but should have another one of those coming up soon this week. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, follow the Twitter, follow my Twitter, and it'll all be in the comment section below. Comment all in the description below. See you guys then. Peace.